Hey everybody, I'm Sherry from Mature Beauty Studio, and today I want to show you a quick and easy little makeup tutorial on how I get ready every day with just a natural, easy makeup technique using mascara beauty products. I'm simply using 4 products in my compact. It's simple, it's easy, and I can do it anywhere. And I'm going to go on with something called Mango, which is a little color corrector. As you can see, that kind of took care of that age spot that I have. So anytime I have redness or any spots, I'm just gonna go in and just put a dot of that. And it's kind of amazing, like under eye circles, it really takes care of those really well too. So I'm next gonna use my main highlight color. Our highlights are actually kind of foundation colors. We call them highlights. My main highlight is amber. So I'm going to go in with that. I'm going to take this cool 30-second hack brush and I'm just going to dip it in very lightly. You don't need a lot of product with this, and just kind of smooth that around my face. And again, just using that stippling motion, kind of blending. It's amazing once you use these creams, they just kind of blend into your skin. With old foundations, we'd have to take a whole bunch and put it on our fingers and just put this thick coat on our face. This kind of makeup, you barely need anything. So that's one of the reasons I just love it. It just kind of blends. Once it gets on your skin, it warms up and just blends beautifully. So now I got some basic coverage with my main highlight. Now I'm going to go in and do my contour color. So a contour is actually one of these darker shades. I happen to use this one right here. That's called Indigo. So I'm gonna dip this little brush in there, and this is a contour brush. But again, you can use one brush to do your whole face. I happen to like this brush. So I'm gonna just kind of find where my cheekbone is, which is right there. And I'm gonna take just a swoop right under there to do that contour. So what the contour does is brings your cheekbones out. You can just kind of see where I have the one side, and I haven't even blended it yet, but it'll just give you kind of an idea of what we're trying to do, is we're gonna kind of lift those cheekbones up and give some dimension to our face. Because our face is not one color. So when you're putting foundation on, that's just one color, you're giving yourself just this flat look. And that's what I love about this. You're not gonna have that flat look anymore, and it's really easy to use. The other place I'm gonna do contouring is just on my forehead. So I'm gonna just take that contour color and just kind of put it up here. That's gonna create a shadow. The other thing you can do is kind of make a 3 around your face, because we're gonna wanna also put it right around our jawline and under our chin. And that's gonna, again, create a shadow there. And at this age, we kind of get those little jowly things are hanging. So we want a little bit of shadow. We want to kind of camouflage some of those things. We don't want to hide our beauty. We want to just enhance it. So now I have my contour on. And next thing I'm going to do is go in with my Brightening Highlight. And that's a lighter shade of my main highlight. And that I am going to basically just kind of put on under my eyes like this. I'm going to make kind of a pie shape. And again, just a very little is needed. So kind of an upside down triangle. The other spot I'm going to do is just kind of making an upside down triangle right there. Coming down my nose, the center of my nose. And my chin. So I'm going to bring some light to those areas. So now I kind of have it in the right spots. Also, I like to do my eyes too, just because when we get older, we get kind of veiny and shadowy and all that kind of stuff. So I like to just give that a nice base as well and just kind of clean that up. Okay, next thing we're going to do, again, I'm taking that 30-second half brush and I'm going to blend. So again, kind of use those stippling motion, kind of blend in just like that. And I got that contour color, so I'm going to kind of bring that that in. My contour, I'm going to kind of push up a little bit. See how that works. The one down here, I want to kind of pull it down. And you can also take a little contour and kind of bring it down the sides of your neck too, to just create that shadow there. And that will be a little bit slimming as well. So you can see that kind of blended very nicely. Okay. So I'm going to just pop a dot of that mango on, because when I went over with my contour, we kind of brought that back out again. So I'll just kind of do that color correction up there again. Show my under eyes. Now I'm going to do a quick eyeshadow look for you. Nothing fancy. This is just going to be kind of a daytime look. So I'm going to take the eyeshadow everything brush, take this nice fluffy end. I'm going to dip it in a base color that's kind of this light little taupey color. It's called Pup. Mama is also a really cool color for a base. So we kind of just want that base color to be all over our lid. And again, just gentle kind of windshield washer over your whole eye and right under your brow bone. So I'll go in with a little bit more. And the thing I love about these eyeshadow colors and foundation colors, everything, is that they're very blendable and buildable. So if you just want a little wash of color, you just put it on there once. If you want more, dip it in and just kind of keep building that color. I think that's just a nice base. So from there, I'm going to go to a little bit deeper color, and that color is called Oak. And that's kind of a brown shade. This one right here, it's a transition color. So I'm going to just go in and I want to kind of work in the outer third. And because I have hooded eyes, you can see when I close it, it just kind of disappears. So I want to take it above the crease. I want to go right up here, just like that. And then I'll go ahead and do my next eye. Again, kind of that outer third, going above the crease to kind of build up a little color there. Just like that. Next color I'm going to use, I'm going to give it just a little sparkle. So I'm going to use one of these gold colors here. It just has a little bit of shimmer. The thing about shimmer is with older eyes, you don't want to use a lot of that because our eyes are kind of crepey. So we just want to do a little bit. So I'm going to just kind of put that right in the center of my eye, just to give it a little sparkle. And then I'm going to take that eyeshadow everything brush again and just kind of blend. So we don't want any lines. It's important when you're doing your makeup to just do a really good job blending. Our brushes are great at that, and you can also finish up with one of the sponges. Our Perfector sponge is fantastic for doing that. Then I want to just take a little spot with the eyeshadow everything brush. There's another little pointier end, and I'm going to put a color called Sabrina right here. It's one of our shimmer colors, but it's a real light shimmer, and I'm just going to put that kind of near the corner of my eye to kind of lighten it. So what this is doing is brightening the inside, and the darker is the outside. So that way it's going to make your eyes really pop. So again, just taking a little of that Sabrina, putting that right in the corner, maybe a third of your inside. And I'm going to just kind of blend. Okay, so that's a quick eyeshadow look. So now we're kind of coming together, but we need a little bit more, right? So at our age, the thing that I think makes a huge difference with our eyes, especially hooded eyes, is our eyebrows. So eyebrows are kind of the frame for your eyes. And I think we need to pay special attention to our eyebrows and take the time to do those. So I'm going to just kind of show you something really quick and easy that I do. And I'm going back into that contour color, remember, that I used under my cheekbones and up here. I am going to go into that same color, and I'm using the other end of the multitasker brush. It's got this tiny little end, and I'm going to just dip into that contour. And what I want to do is just kind of make some little hair-like strokes right on my brows. And this brush I love. It's just really easy to use. I'm waiting for my other the next brush that will be great for eyebrows to come in. That actually has that little spoolie at the end. But for now, I think this one does a fine job. So I just want to kind of make these hair-like strokes and kind of draw them in a little bit where our eyebrows get just a little sparse. Okay, so you can see what that does. This eye, big difference, right? It just brings it to life. Yay. It's what we want. We don't want to look old and dead. We want to bring our face to life again. So I'm just going to do the same thing over here with those little quick strokes. Just kind of following where my natural brow is, but just filling it in a little bit. And the other thing about using these contours is because they're a cream base, they're almost like using a brow pomade. So they stay put. It's not a powder. They're going to actually just kind of stay put. And of course, we'll use a little setting spray at the end to kind of set our whole face. But anyway, so that's how that looks. Kind of amazing what that did, isn't it? The other thing I like to do is a little bit of liner. Same thing. It kind of brings your eyes to life, but we don't want to use a heavy liner, especially at our age. That tends to close in your eyes, especially hooded eyes. So we want to be very careful on how we do our liner. So I'm going to use, again, that small tip of the brush. And I'm just going to do the little bit outside corner of my eye. I'm not going all the way under to line my entire eye. I'm going to just do probably the outside third, right along the lash line, just a little bit with that contour. And I'll go under, and I want to just kind of tight line this where I'm just getting it right into the eyelashes. We don't want a heavy liner up there. We just want to go along our natural line. And if you want, you can just do a little wing out like that. So I can see kind of what a difference that makes. Again, I'm not closing the eyes by making it dramatic with the eyeliner. I'm just giving it a little bit of dimension. Go ahead and do the other eye. Same thing, that outer third. And sorry guys, I have to look in a mirror. I am over 60 and I can't see to look in the camera. I have to use my mirror. But hey, nothing wrong with that. Stuff happens. We age, we get better, we get wiser. All right, so again, just giving it a little bit of line, pushing it right into the eyelashes. A little bit of swoop. Then the other thing I like to do to finish off, going back with that eyeshadow everything brush, I'm going to go back into that eyeshadow I used as my transition shade. It was that brown oak. I'm going to take that and just kind of put that at the corner and then kind of do this, what they like to call a halo effect. So bring that oak right under. So again, just right in the corner and then under the eyes. All right. So what happens if you've done your makeup, then you're doing your eyeshadow, and there's a little bit of fallout? So that's really quick and easy. I'm just going to take small end of my brush, go into that highlight color, and I just want to kind of clean that up a little bit. So you can see I'm just going to kind of swoop that right up, and sometimes I have to hold my skin because it gets a little loose. You know what I'm saying? There you go. So just kind of swoop that up there. Clean up wherever there's a little eyeshadow fallout, and that just creates a nice even line there. Okay, and I can go in and just kind of blend like that. All right, next we need a little color, and I think for fall, and I'm wearing this rust color, I think I'm going to go into this sandstone, which is a beautiful kind of a rusty russet lip and cheek. So I'm going to find that cheekbone and basically just kind of touch a couple little dots right on the cheekbone. So super easy. That's all you have to do. And then I'm going to go in and kind of blend that with my 30-second hack. Just kind of stipple, move. You want everything to blend nicely together. You don't want to see any distinct lines in your makeup. And this is just awesome because it's creamy, blendable. You cannot mess this stuff up. Believe me, I've never been good at makeup and I can do this. If I can do this, you can totally do this. Next, I'm gonna take that sandstone and just put a little on my lips. I think this is such a rich fall shade. I love it. I just love it. Okay. Final thing I'm going to do is take our Perfector sponge, and this is a beautiful little sponge for blending everything together. It takes off any of the excess makeup. So if anything is not finely blended, this kind of is your final step. And this is not like any of the other sponges I've ever used. It's like a little marshmallow, and it works so well. It just picks up that excess, blends everything nicely together, gives you that great finish. And I like how I've only used a couple different colors for my compact, and this is everything. This is my whole face. Okay, so the contour that I've used here, around there, I've used on my eyebrows. I've used it for liner. The color that I've used on my lips is also going on my cheeks. I have my main highlight, which is my main foundation. And then I've had my lighter brightening highlight color. So I basically used four items to do this. And then a couple of shadows too, a couple of eyeshadow colors. And kind of see how that goes. Just kind of blend, and gives you just a lovely, flawless finish. Final step that I'm going to do, and you don't have to do this, but sometimes it's kind of nice to have a little glimmer. And I am using one of our beautiful illuminators. And we have these in cream and powder. And I'm just dotting that on. That's just a little dot. Love that. Just kind of pound that out. So I don't know if you can kind of see where the light catches that, but I think that's just a beautiful, especially if you're going to be outside or anywhere where the light's going to hit you. It just gives you a pop of glimmer. That's so pretty. So that's it. That's my quick and easy little makeup to do. So pop my hair down, and I think this is it. I can get on with the day. Yeah, I might want to brush that or do something to it, but anyway, thanks so much for joining me today. I'll be coming back with lots of tips and tricks to teach you how to do makeup for mature skin. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my Facebook page, and like me, and I'll be back with a lot more. Thanks again, guys.